This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. Well, hello again. It's Wednesday, and I'm Frank, and this is the TV program called Around Kansas, which has to do with people, places, and things that make Kansas a great place to live, work, play, and visit. Let's see, we're nearing kind of the semi-end of March. And so then we get into April and April showers and springtime and the whole thing. So this is the 21st, and it is the first day of spring, the Vernal Equinox. So anyway, that's about all that's happening today, so I'll see you later. No, actually, gosh, we've had quite an eventful March, of course, with daylight savings, which I'm sure you're enjoying now because the weather's getting nicer and you get to stay outside longer in the evening. And we had St. Patrick's Day, which fell on a Saturday this year, which made that a whole lot more fun because you didn't have to sneak out of work unless, of course, you work on Saturday. So here we are. We're into another week of the month of March and heading on into April. There are a lot of things during the springtime that you probably want to discover. And that is, I'll remind you again that it will be tulip time again here in Topeka. There will be literally thousands and thousands of tulips. And they'll be at the Ward Mead Park and also out at Lake Shawnee at the Ted Ensley Gardens. Now this all started several years ago when a guy by the name of Gerald Binkley used to plant thousands of tulips in his yard. And he started inviting people to come by and take a look at the tulips. Well, it got to the place where there were so many people coming, it's like, hold it, this has got to be in a bigger place. And so it really did move to Lake Shawnee at the time. And then, of course, it was added on to Ward Mead Park. It's a beautiful thing to see. And so when you start hearing about tulip days in Topeka, Kansas, if you don't live here, we'll come in anyway, because it really is worth the trip. If you've never been to Ensley Gardens at Lake Shawnee, it really is a crown jewel for Topeka. It's a beautiful, beautiful lake and park around it. There's a walking trail, and of course there's the park, and there's all kinds of places for kids to play. And if you're a fisherman, it's a wonderful place to fish too. So anyway, today we have some stories about March winds. Isn't that always interesting? And then we're going to talk about bumper stickers. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of bumper stickers coming up this year, it being, of course, an election year. And then we're going to talk about a book by Mike Matson. And so that's going to be an interesting story as well. So again, we've got some great stories this week as always, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Tarwater Farm and Home has been family owned and operated since its beginning in 1978. What you need for farm and agriculture, lawn and garden, clothing and footwear, and so much more. You'll be surprised at what you'll find in this huge store. They have what you need and lots of it. So come take a look. You'll discover that customer service is first and foremost. Always has been with the Tarwaters. Tarwater Farm and Home, 4107 North Topeka Boulevard.